Whether you love or hate her, Rihanna is one of those celebrities that you never get sick of hearing about. You could never accuse her of being boring, and she's known for doing pretty much whatever she wants whenever she wants. It's why fans love her. But for that same reason, she's had more than her fair share of criticism over the years. So in this video, we're counting down the top 10 Rihanna warning signs that we all missed. Number 10, causing trouble. In August of 2012, the singer was ordered to leave a London nightclub after breaking a table when she jumped on top of it to dance, breaking bottles of champagne and glasses in the process. According to The Sun, when the bouncers attempted to kick her out of the club, she yelled, "Don't you know who I am?" Overall, 2012 seemed to be the year that Rihanna just decided to behave badly. We've seen the most popular stars let loose at Coachella, but the singer took it to a whole nother level when she was photographed doing what appeared to be white powder on her bodyguard's forehead. As you'd imagine, the image was disapproved of by many, and it definitely impacted her reputation. Nevertheless, Rihanna clarified that it wasn't what we all thought it was on her bodyguard's head. She said, "Any fool could see that's a J that I'm basing with a cigarette," although one picture really does tell 1,000 words, and it was difficult for her to effectively deny what was really happening. Number 9, accused of music theft. Rihanna isn't the first star to be accused of plagiarizing music from another artist, and she certainly won't be the last. For her 2015 hit song, Be Better Have My Money, fans of the artist Just Britney pointed out the similarities of her track Better Have My Money that was released in February of 2014, and it's not totally unfounded because the hooks in both songs are reportedly extremely similar, except for the melody. The writer of Rihanna's song, Bibi Varelli, spoke with Vibe and she hit back at the allegations. She said, "It's like you dedicate your entire life to something, you know? You fight for something and actually put the work in, and sacrifice time like your parents told you in order to be successful. Just so when you finally reach a victory and it's time to celebrate, some obstacle is there to pull you back down again." In 2020, Rihanna also got sued by a German father-daughter music duo who claimed that she used one of their songs in an Instagram post advertising Fenty Beauty accessories. They created and owned the music and the lyrics for the song called Good Habits, which is the exact same song that they say Rihanna allegedly used in her post, without giving them the appropriate credit. The lawsuit states that Rihanna did not have their blessing or legal permission to use the tune, and they believe that she simply ripped it off from a music streaming platform. Number 8, banned from Instagram. Rihanna has never been shy when it comes to showing off her body, and that is one of the many reasons why everyone loves her. Well, except for the people who work for Instagram. After posting some not safe for work photos on the social media site, the singer's Instagram account was taken down. According to Mashable, Rihanna shared some pictures that she'd taken at her shoot with a French magazine. Many speculated that her account had been taken down because of Instagram's policy against pictures of topless women. Needless to say, Instagram was extremely boring for 6 months, and Rihanna was not going to take this absence lying down. After gaining back her account, she posted a photo showing an illustration of herself holding hands with Instagram with the caption, "Reunited." The social media queen responded by making her Twitter avatar a topless picture of herself, because apparently that social media platform is more accepting of nudity. This is also the same time that she wore that see-through dress at the CFDA Awards in protest, and she slayed the red carpet. Although Instagram is certainly getting a lot more lax these days, this controversy makes you wonder why anyone would be against Rihanna getting naked in the first place. Number 7, religious verses. During Rihanna's second annual Savage x Fenty lingerie show, the singer received some major backlash from her Muslim fans after she used sacred Islamic verses. During a portion of the fashion show, the lingerie models danced to the song called Doom, which included an important religious text, so it's no surprise that many viewers took offense to the controversial song. Rihanna issued an apology on her Instagram story right after facing criticism. She said, "I'd like to thank the Muslim community for pointing out a huge oversight that was unintentionally offensive in our Savage x Fenty show. I would, more importantly, like to apologize for this honest yet careless mistake. We understand that we have hurt many of our Muslim brothers and sisters, and I'm incredibly disheartened by this." She went on to say, "I do not play with any kind of disrespect towards God or any religion, and therefore the use of the song in our project was completely irresponsible. Moving forward, we will make sure nothing like this ever happens again. Thank you for your forgiveness and understanding." So obviously she understood why that was inappropriate and did her best to apologize for the mistake. Number 6, the feud with Ciara. Almost 11 years ago, Rihanna and Ciara were involved in an infamous Twitter feud that many fans won't ever forget. It started when Ciara made an appearance on Fashion Police as a guest judge in February of 2011. A photo of Rihanna at the Rit Awards was displayed for everyone to see, and Ciara then shared her honest thoughts about her. She said, "I ran into her recently at a party, and she wasn't the nicest, and it's crazy because I've always loved and respected what she's done with fashion. I've run into her before, but this time it wasn't the most pleasant run-in." Rihanna obviously did not appreciate her comments, and she took their feud to Twitter. She wrote, "My bad, C, did I forget to tip you? Hashtag how rude of me." In response, Ciara wrote, "Trust me, Rihanna, Rihanna, you don't want to see me on or off the stage. At that point, Rihanna decided to challenge her, and she wrote, "You gangsta, huh? Yeah, good luck with booking that stage you speak of." But even though they both knocked each other down, they eventually made up and apologized to each other. These days they're all good, and the feud between them is history. Number 5, dissing Karrueche Tran. Rihanna threw shade at Chris Brown's on-again, off-again girlfriend Karrueche Tran a million times on social media, but there is one incident that stands out above the rest. To give you a bit of background, in 2013, Chris literally admitted that he was dating both women at the same time. He went on the Breakfast Club radio show and talked about his reconciliation with Rihanna, but no one expected him to answer in the way he did. He said, "I'm getting there. I already had 2 girls at one point. It was honest." So basically admitting to cheating. And when Rihanna collaborated with him on the song Birthday Cake, she used it as an opportunity to diss the other woman. In one line, she sings the words, "Sweeter than a rice cake, cake worth sipping," which made everyone think that she was referring to Karrueche, who is half Vietnamese. To make matters worse, she posted a photo of rice cakes with sunglasses and hoop earrings, and she captioned it with the other lyrics of the song, "I'ma make you my bee." But Rihanna never admitted that the rice cake in question was alluding to Karrueche, although everyone knows that it definitely was. Number 4, kicked out of a mosque. In 2013, Rihanna performed live in the capital of the United Arab Emirates, and while visiting an Abu Dhabi mosque, she posted pictures of herself wearing a jumpsuit and a hijab. Several of the photos could be construed as suggestive, with one even showing her lying on her back in the mosque's courtyard. It caused issues for a lot of reasons. First and foremost, she was in an area that was off limits to most visitors. Second, many people felt that she was violating the sanctity of the religious location. And to top it all off, she was hit with accusations of cultural appropriation for the outfit and the headgear combination. But I'm sure Rihanna meant well with the photos and was probably only trying to pay tribute. Unfortunately, the whole thing came off as quite offensive. She was confronted by the mosque officials and directed to the appropriate entrance to the mosque to carry out a visit under the normal conditions. The statement claimed Rihanna turned up without any previous coordination with the administration, and that when she first arrived, it was at an entrance that was not designated for visitors. The mosque is a major tourist attraction which welcomes people from all over the world. In fact, it had more than 3 million visitors just last year. Number 3, supporting Johnny Depp. You might not think this would be a source of controversy, but it certainly ruffled a few feathers. The actor made a guest appearance at Rihanna's Savage X Fenty show as the first man to take the featured star role, modeling the brand's men's collection. The event marked Johnny Depp's first major public appearance since his defamation trial against Amber Heard, but this news did not sit well with a lot of fans. Many expressed dismay that not only is Rihanna going to work with Johnny, but that she's actually giving him a starring role. They believe that she should have taken into account the allegations from his ex-wife, especially considering Rihanna's own personal history with domestic violence. One user wrote, "Rihanna can't be serious with all these beautiful and unproblematic men in Hollywood, and Johnny Depp is the one that appeals to you the most." Another person tweeted, "Still trying to figure out why Rihanna would choose to take this risk and feature Johnny Depp in the Savage X Fenty show. Like, she knows that it's going to cause a whole lot of outrage, so why even bother? And I don't even support Amber, lol, but choosing Johnny Depp for your show is weird as hell." Number 2, love the way you lie. For some insane reason, Rihanna got a lot of negative publicity when she was the victim of Chris Brown's domestic violence. When photos of her bruised face and other graphic images hit the tabloids, it was truly shocking. Some years later, the singer would go on to collaborate with Eminem on a song called Love the Way You Lie, which was about domestic violence. It was a very touchy subject in general, but even more so given that both artists have a bit of a history with that subject matter. The song ended up becoming a monster hit because a lot of people related to it, but the lyrics were actually very controversial. The music video also drew instant criticism for its depiction of intimate partner violence. It starred actors Megan Fox and Dominic Monaghan as a couple trapped in a destructive relationship. Several publications bashed the video and claimed that it was just another way to glamorize this horrible behavior, or at the very least try and normalize it. According to The Guardian, Billboard had a different response, defending Rihanna by saying that she felt the song was something that she needed to get out of her system, following the horrific injury she suffered at the hands of her ex-boyfriend. And coming in at number 1, she got back with Chris Brown. Unfortunately, the violent altercation between Chris Brown and Rihanna became a very public story. Everyone and their grandmother had opinions on the incident and their relationship. They initially broke up, but soon enough they were seen hanging out together and going to basketball games. A lot of people did not understand this and even became offended by their reunion. It didn't seem to make sense that she would want to be around Chris ever again. They then surprised everyone when they decided to collaborate on a song together. Not only that, the entire song was one extended sexual metaphor, and of course that shocked people even more. Thankfully, the scandal ended up working in Rihanna's favor because the song eventually became a hit. Her fans were still judgmental about the whole thing, but the thing is, no one knows the full story about a relationship that they're not actually in. While they were just expressing concern for her safety, some of those comments had condescending undertones. tones. Eventually, Chris and Rihanna seem to be done with the cycle of their on-again, off-again relationship, and they've both fully moved on with new relationships to this day. Thank you guys so much for watching. That's everything that we have on the list. Please let me know what you think in the comments below, and I'll catch you guys in the next one.